You know what? Let's do it. Let's do a little bit of it then, okay?
All right, let's go into the miscellaneous Phil folder. So we're gonna catch up on what we missed
You know
in the
what? I'm
month of
excited. Here.
in the month of November, up until the Asmon Gold crossover. Let's catch up on some of the best clips of Dark Side Phil.
Okay, cool.
From this past month.
Yeah, I'll stop bitching. Here we go. You ready?
Let's go!
Let's get it.
PPP's busted internet for a sub. Dark Blitz Frenzy for 2 subs.
Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Welcome home.
Support if we're going to do that. Number 2, over on Kick, we've got one person who supported all night, your future stepdad, and it was 1 sub. So from now on, I'm going to be very abundantly clear with all of you on Kick.
This is so Kino. Listen, guys, you need to step it up. We've only had one person on Kick support all night. It was 1 sub. Only 1 sub, Phil?
No,
buddy.
A Bungo Brown Pill. I'm editing a full-length feature film for next Friday. So that's what I was talking about.
And we got King Cope for a sub. Frank Booth for 5 subs as well.
Let's go, big support.
Phil's total Kick. Felt it.
Yeah.
Just felt it right there.
Don't ever ask anything of me ever again. Don't ask for me to add new messages, new emotes, pop-ups, nothing. Because until people on Kick actually support the content, you get nothing. The YouTube side, you guys have been incredibly supportive and nice people. But the Kick side just sits here whining, bitching, complaining about things.
Where, like, you're playing other people against each other to gain their submission?
Yeah.
Like, this is wild.
You know,
it's like some divide and conquer stuff.
But this is who Phil actually is. And by the way, like, this high he's on right now with the Asmon shit, it won't last, right? And he's just spending every fucking penny, and he's gonna crash out.
He blew
worse
it all
than this.
already.
He blew
it all tonight. He blew like $3,000. He's on WWE Champions, blowing thousands.
He's drinking more.
Yeah, it's all gone. It's all gone. By the end of the weekend, it's all gone.
Yeah.
And then it's like, do you think you're gonna be making thousands and thousands every day?
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
But I think we're going to get a return to this version of Phil sooner rather than later, unless Mr. Gold is willing to put in extended charity hours.
Mr. Gold is done with him.
You think Mr. Gold is going to drop? Does Mr. Gold have a long con scheme to snake Sir Philip?
I don't think I think Mr. Gold just did that as a joke.
The return of the King Snake, where Mr. Gold gets snaked by King Snake Phillip, and he leaks the DMs to prove that Mr. Gold's a scumbag and a snake and a liar. Who knows?
Wanting more and doesn't support. So you get nothing. Okay? Unless we get 50 subs by the end of tonight, now it will be 49. You're never getting text messages in your moral support ever again.
So, by the way, what happened is, after this insane behavior, I'm pretty sure the Kick staff actually pulled Phil aside and said that you can't do this. You can't paywall a feature like that. And so he was forced to turn the messages back on. I'm pretty sure.
You got an hour left. Get to it. Or shut the fuck up forever. We're not going to listen to your bitching anymore. A lot of whiny people, demanding people who don't reciprocate.
So the thing is, Phil tries to say that, in Asmon Gold and all the tourists, that Phil's biggest problem is that he begs. That's 100% not the problem. It's 100% okay to ask for support, and it's normal to ask for support and have goals as a streamer. What you just witnessed there is the real problem. When Phil doesn't get the support that he thinks he's entitled to, he berates his audience, goes completely insane, insults his donors and his audience, and is just a total fucking unhinged lunatic. Like, that's the actual problem, is that he's just a miserable, miserly scumbag who just lashes out and abuses his own audience until they give him money. Like, he beats them like a piñata until the cash falls out. That's the actual problem. Casino Tolerator for 25 subs!
Let's go! Let's go. Thank you so much. Big support, man. Thank you.
And that's the difference, too.
May I just add, by the way?
Just fucking we were hype. Like, Phil has
Thank
no
you.
actual gratitude. Like, he's not. And we got Papa Stovepipe for 10 subs.
Let's go. Thank you. Nice to see you, bro. And Tolerator, of course, man. By the way, I want to let you all know. So someone in chat was asking, what we're doing right now is all the Phil up until the Asmon.
And then we'll take care of that tomorrow.
Yes. So we're doing all before that, November.
So then tomorrow we'll look at the build up to the Asmon Gold call.
Yes.
We'll look at Phil's triumph after him winning, abolishing the goals and begging tomorrow. Then we'll look at the cracks starting to form in the facade.
Mm-hmm.
And then we might get to what he did today with DSP buys it, but that might be Monday. So I do have it all planned out and stuff, but I don't know. There's just so much that happened with Phil in the last fucking month that it's a lot. So
welcome home. That's the funny when he said that.
I'm gonna be real. I don't really have plans to actually show the Asmon Gold interview.
It's so boring
because it's pretty boring. There's a couple funny jabs by Asmon, a couple unintentional self-felts by Phil. I think the only way we would go through it is we would have to compile the receipts of every single lie by Phil and show exactly how he lied and deceived Asmon.
Everyone's saying skip it. Everyone's saying skip it, though.
It was pretty boring. And I honestly, I think that somebody else will end up doing that.
Yeah.
Whether it'll be like That Being Said or WPig or Ludwig or somebody will put together that shit. So.
And we'll summarize it when we're at that part of the chronological order.
Someone already did.
There you go.
I need this shit sent to me. I need to be fucking spoon-fed.
Please send it, because I couldn't even watch that one. It was so boring.
You gotta send me. We gotta play back those clips that we showed earlier. We gotta show those tomorrow.
Yes.
The fucking, like, where he is saying that he hears voices in his head telling him to beg. And then we also gotta get, apparently, him saying it's like trying to quit cigarettes.
Yeah. What about Ralph versus Mersh?
Yeah, that's going to be tomorrow too.
As well.
So we have the whole Ralph versus Ricada, Ralph versus Mersh, Ralph versus Faith and the child support, Ralph versus Pantsuela. Yeah, we're going to cover all of that. And then we got a miscellaneous Ralph of some funny moments.
Yeah, the Ralph stuff isn't the greatest Ralph stuff, but it's there.
It's something.
It's something.
36 to go. Can we please hit that now? I don't want to have to keep talking about it all night. Seriously, I just want to play the game until we're done. And unlock as much as I possibly can. Can we please get some support right now to hit that goal so it's over with? I would appreciate it if we could.
So this is the thing, though.
Unhinged.
Is when Phil does hit the goal, he doesn't stop. He keeps asking for more. And like he said tonight, like he has to remind himself now to stop asking for more. Because it's never enough. And whatever level of support, let's say Phil started getting $1,000 a day every day. Very quickly, he would believe that he deserves more than that and ask for far more than that.
Well,
like he'll never
we saw
be
that
happy.
tonight.
Well,
we saw
what
him
happens,
go, I could hear me trying to ask for more right now in my head, and I'm battling to not say it. And you're like,
yes. And the thing is, it's because Phil will always find a way to burn money. With WWE Champions and these mobile games he plays, which he's admitted to playing more mobile games, it is an endless money sink. No matter how much money you make, as a whale, they can just drain it all.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to Phil. Like, he's been drained. He tried to say to Asmon Gold, it was only 10,000. And then Asmon got him to admit it was 25,000. Well, with Wings, he admitted it was 50,000. You know, and in reality, he's actually spent over $200,000 on WWE Champions. In reality,
okay, never mind. Yep.
Let's go.
And by the way, people did donate after the Asmon thing, right? What happens today? New monitor, new desk, new this, new that. WWE Champions, more booze.
It's like is Cat ever going to get the honeymoon? So the thing is, with this $5,000-$6,000 he got from Asmon Gold, right? He could have said, you know what, guys, I'm taking a week off and I'm taking Kat on a honeymoon. He could have just done that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would have to give him credit. And a lot of people have to, fuck, I guess Phil won. Like, he did the right thing. He took care of his wife. He spent money on something that wasn't for himself. But instead, Phil wasted a bunch of money on shit that won't improve his life or his stream in any meaningful way, won't improve the relationship with his wife, and only makes people view him as exactly what they already viewed him, a wasteful consumerist bum who every dollar he makes will slip through his fucking fingers.
Yeah. He just made 1K on the marathon today, which, by the way, it was 1K for the entire day, whereas the last few days was for a stream. As you see, it's shrinking. Every day, it's going to go bump, 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 as he spends, and then taxes come along, and he's raped. This is way worse than before. Look at that frown.
But, you know, like, he talked about how, you know, with this money that was coming in, that he got freedom, right? And it's true. If you have actual savings, you do have the freedom in life to say no. Like, and that's one thing where, like, when you're working a job and you have no savings and you're totally at the mercy of it, it truly fucking sucks. But if you have enough money to where you could live comfortably for a year without that fucking job, it makes going into that job a lot easier. And it makes it easier to stand up for yourself like this. So Phil talked about, well, I could have the freedom to play the games that I want to play and do my stream the way I want to do it. But then he blows all of the money that could allow him that freedom. So he chooses to enslave himself. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Look at this fucking bum. By the way, imagine this, Ashton. Kat makes it home. Kat, the interview went great. I made $3,000. She's like, that's so amazing, honey. Next day, where's the money? Well, you see, I had to buy some new equipment since I have all these new fans.
Are we finally going to Japan? Well, no, because I needed the Herman Miller chair, Catherine. Okay. Yeah. Now, ABC, I Like Pie, I haven't seen this, but Phil apparently ate a cupcake with a straw.
Yeah.
It's unhinged.
I heard about that. I didn't see it either.
Let's go. Come on. Like I said, doesn't have to be some ginormous amount of support. It could be one person does a super chat, one person does a sub, one person does a small tip, and then
it's the dented zone.
We got about a half an hour left.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Ash. This next meltdown is gonna be.
Look at how sad he is there.
This next meltdown is gonna be bad, man.
So this is the thing: when he doesn't make it this time, it's the final confirmation he's never gonna make it. Yeah. This is the best opportunity he will ever have in his entire life to make it. All he has to do is actually just be chill and positive on his streams, deliver the live streams that he promises without begging, without being toxic, without being negative, without yelling at detractors and trolls, and just, you know, stay on the path. And hopefully Sir Gold will see his redemption and continue to give him charity and feed him the Roach Army. And maybe then, you know, he saves up the money, fixes up his house, takes Kat on the honeymoon. Like, he can felt this. Like, there is, for the first time in a long time, a legitimate path to victory for Phil to completely destroy all the detractors and shut them up forever. Unfortunately, I don't think that's what's going to happen at all. I don't think anyone does. Not even Phil. Even Phil knows he's fucked.
Here we go. Truck sim.
What cologne am I wearing? Well, why don't we get to $100 of support and I'll tell you what cologne I'm wearing tonight.
That's so fucking unhinged, bro. That's gotta
Wait, he wears one of cologne alone in his room?
Yes. Okay, so do you not remember this? So Phil was telling everybody his new idea instead of DSP Tries, it would be that he would review colognes.
Colognes, yeah. I remember
So
that,
a guy whose nose and sinuses don't fucking work was gonna review colognes for us. Okay. So he told everybody at that time that he always applies cologne to himself before he goes into the office. And part of the reason he does that is because apparently the office has like mold in the carpet from him spilling shit and not cleaning it up. So it stinks terribly in there. And so Phil wears the cologne to mask the dirty smell of the office rather than actually replacing the carpet or bringing in cleaners. He's just like, fuck it, put on cologne.
$100 to
unhinged. This is the most unhinged goal ever. I'll tell you what cologne I'm wearing for $100.
Right?
These are like the joke goals we would do. Is like, I'll stand up for 20 subs.
Yeah, where it's
sit
obviously
down
a fucking joke.
subs.
Yeah.
But he's dead fucking serious and he's seething if they don't pay up.
There we go. Let's go right now. Let's get some support. Let's rally right now. Let's hit $100, and I'll tell you what cologne I'm wearing tonight. I actually reapplied it right before I came to the office tonight.
When do you think will be the day where the stream's almost done and he's only at $140? What do you think?
Oh my God. It's going to be a meltdown of a second. Here's what's going to happen. So there's going to be a few, it's going to start off, there's going to be a couple streams like that, but it will get saved by a last minute whale Mary.
Yeah.
But then eventually there's going to be one where the whale just says, fuck it, let's see what happens. And it might happen sooner rather than later, where the whale's just like, you know what? I just want to see him really sweat for it.
Yeah.
And that's when it's gonna sink in, and Phil's gonna realize all of this was for nothing. Nobody actually likes him. The only people who watched were pity viewers that had no idea who he actually was, who thought he was a right-wing political activist standing against Twitch and Hassan Piker. And once they actually watched the pre-stream of Phil crashing out about detractors for an hour and a half straight, they realized, gee, this isn't for me. And then when they watch, like, if they made it past that to like him playing Pokemon and shit, they're like, yikes, this is for special needs people. Like, this is for children or something, right? So
I can't wait for that day.
For Truxton.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Oh, this is
no, I don't want to go to the worst rated restaurant in my area, as DSP Tries it calls it, because I want to eat good food. Like, okay, it's bad enough when I go to...
He doesn't want to do anything that actually might be entertaining or fun.
Like a bad restaurant where you can make fun of it and review it in a negative way or whatever. So yeah.
Here's an idea to actually reward the audience. So why don't you go to the worst restaurant in Renton, order shit, film it on your day off, okay? And then say, listen, I did a video reviewing this restaurant. If we hit the goal, I'll fucking release it and we'll watch it. You know? Like, I don't know. Like, it's better than him just okay, I'm doing the Big Mac again. Okay, yeah. I'm doing the Taco Bell taco again. Like, it's something. Like, it's not anything amazing, but it's like, okay, you left your house. You put in some degree of effort. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how bad it fucking is, but no. And now he's just done away with rewards altogether, which is pretty fucking funny.
You know what he said?
Yeah,
he goes,
more rewards for you.
He said, I'll do DSP Tries it when I feel like it. That's what he said. I'll do DSP
It's going to be a meal that I like.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be good.
Places in the food's bad. That's my meal.
He's busted internet for a pack it up, says, and then the goals made their glorious comeback. Gak, gak, gak. Well, even as he was introducing the abolition of the goals, as we'll get into tomorrow, he was coping in that and basically being like, well, we might go back to them. So he's like, I'll only abolish them if I get the support of the goal.
So if he hits what the goal would be naturally, no goal. But then if he doesn't hit the 150, the goals return.
Yes.
So there's a goal.
Yes.
There's no
It's just retarded. And then he still like does the whole like sounding of the horns or the slot machine.
Yeah.
every time he hits $150. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
It's arbitrary. It's just because I felt like doing it. Now,
as long as I keep getting support, I won't have goals, and it's really up to you guys. Do you like?
We need everyone to hold his feet to the fire when he asks for the first goal. You all go, you said there was no goal. Okay,
the thing is, he's so fucking shameless, and he has no attachment to reality or truth whatsoever that he'll just claim he never said that. Yeah. You pull up clips and confront him, and he'll find a weasel word, or he'll just deny that it even happened. It's crazy, dude. Yeah. The guy has declared war on truth itself. Phil is at war with reality. It's quite something to watch. Like, I didn't realize, and Asmon Gold and other tourists will never understand until you start watching Phil every day for an extended length of time. You will not understand just how much this guy is desperate to change what actually happened in the past. Yeah. And he believes that by speaking it into existence, it will become the truth. The idea that he was manipulating us the whole time, he was in control, it's crazy. And everybody who saw it knows that it's crazy, but he's hoping if he says it enough times, it will become true. Mm-hmm. It's wild. It's really wild.
And Phil will always be here. Get it? We're going to always be watching and judging.
But what's crazy is it's not like he sticks to one consistent retcon or one consistent narrative. He will introduce deliberately contradictory narratives, sometimes within the same stream, sometimes within sentences of the last one.
Yeah.
And he just is like, well, whichever one you want to believe that makes me look good, whichever one you want to believe. If you want to believe I was the king snake and that'll make me look good, go with that. If you want to believe I was the victim and I was snaked and that makes me look good, believe that. Believe whatever is necessary to give me money. And this is where you have this just completely soulless reptilian guy who is just like, there's nothing to him. There is no Philip Burnell. Like, he's not a human being. Like, he's not actually, he's just like a fucking money-hungry monster who'll say and do anything in order to get the next dollar. Like, it's crazy. It really is. And we got Kmart Punk for a pack it up, says, yo, fellas, I want to say that the joy you guys have given me in the worst time of my life has helped so much. A true solace in my cold world. I appreciate that.
I'm glad, man. Nice. I'm glad, bro. And I want to say this too with Phil. It's like, why would you spend your money publicly? Like the monitor, the desk. These are things that no one will ever see.
Well, it's to prove that he's successful.
Exactly.
To himself.
To be like, it's not all to vanity. Himself. The fucking detractors. Look, guys, I'm buying a new desk.
It's so delusional.
That's
like, it really is.
To prove he beat the casino, but we beat him. We beat him. Like, it's over.
I don't know, man. Like, at a certain point, right? Like, Phil argues it, and I'm just tired of arguing with him about what happened in the past.
Yeah, same.
Like, the people who are there know the reality of it. Everyone knows, right? Yeah. And it's just like, when you are arguing about Phil, about like objective facts and reality, that anyone can pull it up and see the clips for themselves of what happened, it's already a fucking losing game. Like, you're just dealing with a total gaslighter, total manipulator, and just a soulless husk skinwalker who will assume any and every form necessary in order to manipulate the mark. And it's just like, he's so stupid about it too. Yeah. Like, it only actually works on like the genuinely mentally disabled or people who just don't give a fuck to be confrontational or skeptical enough.
Yeah.
So that's why in the end it worked on Asmon Gold, because Asmon Gold, for him, that's just a curiosity. It's just for fun. It's like a charity thing.
It was a Tuesday.
You know, and so for him, it's like, whatever. But Phil's like, oh my God, if I just make it through this without getting totally fucking felted, even if I get humiliated and embarrassed here and here and here, then I'll be able to make this money. And then, you know, I'll tell him anything and everything he wants to hear. I'll tell him about Twitch and Dan Clancy, and I'll tell him what it's crazy, man. And then he'll adopt your mannerisms and suck you off. It's crazy.
And remember, to the people who are like really mad at Asmon, don't be. You want to know why?
He nailed it. It was poverty tourism. It's like a rich person going and living amongst the bums, you know, like being a crust punk or whatever. And Asmon Gold at any point can just walk away from it. But you know, but that's Phil's life forever.
Because people are like, oh my God, Asmon fucked it up. Remember this. Phil is Phil. This guy could be handed a golden goose. And he will.
And that's part of the Dented Zone movie that we made, right? Exactly. Is he can literally win the lottery and it would all be pissed away.
Yes.
And we had a whole sequence in the movie that we didn't end up doing where his bank account gets drained from all sorts of stupid fucking purchases, you know, and we were going to have all these Amazon boxes showing up, but we didn't end up having the time to do it. But it was basically like, no matter how much money this guy gets, he will always end up in the exact same spot. No matter how many opportunities he gets, how many chances he gets, this guy will never truly change enough and develop enough to be successful. It's just the way it is.
Exactly. So don't be mad at Asmon because it's like, oh, he's a king now. No. He is Phil. He will always be Phil, and he will always end up being what he is. Phil.
He looks like he's going to cry.
Look at him. Yeah, I was going to say,
like, here's the difference between me doing DSP Tries It and any other creator doing these taste tests. They're literally just doing their video for content. Like, that's their content.
What?
First of all, look at his eyes here. Whoa. Secondly,
well, he knows he's lying. That's the look of a total liar.
They're eating food for content. It's like, that's the point when you're a content creator, you fuck.
Money on that video. They probably get thousands of views. They make tons of
money
on it.
$1,500 to
DSP
do
Tries
it,
It is the bonus I give you for supporting me. It's not a part of my business.
What it is it's you getting a free meal as a tax write-off. And that's why you want it to be a meal that you can actually eat, because you just want to get free meals and write it off on your tax. Like, let's be real. That's what this is.
Like, I don't make any money on it. 1,000 views on a taste test video does not make me money. I lose money on it. So if I'm going to eat a meal, I want to be sure it's at least something edible, that I'm not going to get sick. This is my dinner. I need to keep working that day. So I'm not going to purposely choose a restaurant that people have rated poorly and then eat bad food as a stunt, still make no money on it, then also not have a good dinner and then have to come back and work. So it's different. See, people misunderstand because of the formula. The idea is completely different. You know, DSP Tries It actually used to be a profitable show for me 10 years ago.
Okay,
it stopped being a long time ago.
What this is that 10 years ago, Phil was able to make money eating food. So he believes to this day that he should be able to make money eating fucking fast food, which is delusional. It's insane.
That's fucking, like, unless you're like an actual food reviewer, you know, like those guys, like, but you're not. It's robust. It's tangy.
So now I just do it for fun as a reward for hitting support goals, but I do need to eat.
He needs to eat, guys.
This is actually deranged.
Okay, so this is him now. This is him flexing his money. He went out and bought a Street Fighter fucking cardigan.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
That's cringe. What he's wearing right now.
Are there enough people here? Would you guys like to see my sweater? You ready? So I don't know how this is going to look. I'm going to turn around, and we're going to see how it looks. Okay, I got to try to turn around in my...
Phil turning around never works out, does it?
But here it is. Hold on.
He's like an old man. Holy fuck! Did you see him get out of that shit? That was like an old fucking, like, bowed down turtle. Like a fucking 90-year-old man, like hunchback. Oh, back in my day, I played as M. Bison in the arcades. I was at Evo 1932.
Yeah.
Can you
This
imagine
is so crazy.
wearing that out in public? This was like $300, by the way. He wasted on this shit.
What?
Yeah, it was like $300.
I actually bought
was
this
it, guys?
sweater.
I think
For
it was
real?
$300.
There's
Yeah,
no way.
I think so.
Almost a year ago. It actually went on
It
pre-order,
was 200.
and you had to
Okay,
actually
fair enough.
pre-order it like 2 months in advance before they went on sale.
You pre-ordered that?
So I pre-ordered it, and then it was hilarious because it actually came out early this year, like way early this year. They said, "Oh, it's."
What is he talking about? The shirt? The shirt? Oh my God,
He
I'm like,
pre-ordered
my
the
brain.
sweater, and it was funny because. And the thing is, whenever Phil says
Oh,
it was
God.
funny or it's funny, the following sentence will not in any
Never
way
funny.
be funny. It's never funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
The only
'cause they took
time
a week
Phil is
extra.
funny is when he's unintentionally funny.
Yes.
You know?
finally available for sale. And I was like, what just happened, by the way, to my viewership? It says I just went from over 200.
Whoa, buddy.
He lost all his viewership.
Yeah. Okay, we got Ghost
Let's just-
Politics.
Oh,
dumping
Ghost
on
Politics.
Philip.
What's up,
Ghost
Ghost?
Politics
I love
is
him.
felting Philip now.
He's jokes.
Let's just please stop. And I'm channeling Dark Side Phil. What are you fucking talking about? And Dark Side Phil gets pissed because, hey guys, I'm playing video games, and I'm not going to play the next video game unless I get $100. I'm not doing that shit, you moron. All right? And the reason Dark Side Phil has to whore himself is because he has no personality, he's a disgusting looking piece of shit, and he has
True.
no talent whatsoever.
Tell him.
Anyway, Moose 10321. Happy Taco Tuesday, Ghost. More beer. Thank you, dude. Cheers to you, man.
What a king. What a fucking king, buddy.
This guy's so
fuck.
funny, man.
This is such a sad one from Phil here.
The $2 super chat says you can be married and have IRL friends.
Shout outs to Ghost Politics. I didn't
So
lower it a little
Phil
bit.
said, by the way, so the reason he doesn't need friends is because he has a wife, okay? Which is also why he said he couldn't go hang out at a bar or whatever, is because he has a wife and it would be gay. So it's crazy. Like, he has like a very twisted. By the way, there's a movie that really nailed Phil. I think it's called Friendship. Has anyone seen this fucking movie?
No.
I think it's got like Paul Rudd in it.
Oh yes.
And
I love you, man.
no. It's a new film. It's
Oh.
got Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd in it.
No.
And the guy in it that's the awkward guy who really longs for male friendship is actually Phil. And I believe you could truly make a video essay on it. Like the scene where he like punishes himself by eating the soap is so Phil, like asking us to make fun of him
Yeah.
in order to gain acceptance. It was fucking crazy, bro. I was like, this is fucking Phil. The movie was so uncomfortable because I'm like, fuck, like Worski's like Paul Rudd and Phil is the fucking guy who wants to like be
Okay,
Paul Rudd. It was fucking crazy, dude. Anyway, Phil here, this guy goes, well, listen, you could have a wife and also have friends in real life, but
By the way, someone said his face here looks like claymation. It actually does look like it's not real. It looks like it's like a fucking Tim Burton movie, doesn't it?
yeah.
Super chat says you can be married and have IRL friends. You're right. But my life is so busy. I have so much going on at any given moment. Right?
No,
I work
Phil.
at least 5 days a week, if not 6, to make ends meet, to keep this going,
Okay,
and keep this nice
but
house.
Phil-
Make ends
Phil.
meet and then you spend all your money you made
No.
this week? Are you insane?
I don't know what to tell you, Phil, but everybody else also works 5 to
Yeah.
6 days a week.
Yeah.
And they also have friends and make time for their friends in their off time. You don't have any friends or have any desire because you're a shut-in hermit who's afraid of the world and afraid of rejection. I don't think Phil has ever actually had like a true male friendship in his entire life. Like that wasn't like some weird transactional shit. And this was actually just him like having a real friend, which is really sad. Like it really is sad that this guy has gone 43, 44 years on this planet without ever having a friend. It is kind of sad.
Yeah,
and that's where like people feel bad for him, right? And that's what he preys upon, is you feeling bad for him. But it's similar to a lot of homeless people where it's like, well, there's a reason they're fucking homeless. They burned every bridge with their friends, their family. They fucked everybody over. They're just a miserable piece of shit to be around. They're a drug addict. It's the same thing with Phil. There's a reason why he has no friends. There's a reason why he's broke as a fucking joke and miserable and hates his life. And it's all his own doing, because he's a loathsome, repulsive creature who only exists for his own self-serving, narcissistic delusions.
I have and everything. And then the time I have outside of streams, I want to be with my wife. Maybe if I had an insanely high-paying job where I was making like $500,000 a year.
Okay. So you allegedly, I only had to work, according to Phil, need to make $500,000 a year to have friends. Look at that guy's eyes. That's a fucking lunatic.
That's the fucking sticker.
That's
someone asked for a sticker, and I'm like, nah, that's not the fucking sticker.
Like, that's an actual psychotic lunatic, that like a homeless bum that you would cross the road to avoid. Like, this is completely detached from reality.
Honestly, that's sort of insulting the homeless bum, you know what I mean?
Well, it's crazy because, you know, homeless bums have friends.
Yeah.
In order to survive on the street, a lot of the time you need to have friends and you need to pool resources. Phil is a special case of isolation where most people actually can't isolate and cocoon themselves to the degree that Phil does. The degree of hermitage that Phil lives in every day was only achievable in the past by either rich, eccentric, aristocrat lunatics who had like an estate and just like hid themselves away, or like actual fucking like poverty maxed hermits living in a fucking shack in the woods. Like, up until today's age and Phil's type of lifestyle, those are the only sort of people that experience the alienation and isolation that Philip does. And watching Phil is watching social isolation play out and its effects on a person over time as they just slowly lose their fucking sanity. And this is the thing, is like, people don't understand why Phil is interesting, because he's so fucking boring. Like, you have to do a real time investment into Phil. It's like when they say in the video game, oh, bro, you got to put 40, 50 hours in.
And then it gets better. Yeah.
And then it gets better. Honestly, though, we might just be coping because we've wasted so much time on this fucking F slur. That may be real, but...
Honestly, I love it. I love why... It's a ride. I'm in chat, someone said, Phil is a slow burn. It's a ride. It's not a like instant dopamine hit. You need to know Phil to
What's
enjoy
actually
Phil.
Crazy though, I'm gonna be real, guys. Had Phil said yes, I not only would have paid for him and Kat to go to Hogan's, but there actually wouldn't have been any snake eating. We would have just watched the Super Bowl, had some beers, and then he would have went on his merry way. Like, there was no plan to rape Phil or drug him. Like, he's actually just a fucking lunatic. Like, he really is.
4 or 5 days a week, then I'd be like, oh, I've all this extra time. I don't have extra time. So I don't need IRL friends outside of my wife. Do you get that?
Get it?
Okay, but thanks for $2.
A loser.
Oh my God, man. Okay.
Fucking loser.
This is just like, this is very
Big
dark.
Boss
what
with a
he's
$2
saying
super
there.
chat says, have you ever played a funny prank on Kat or her on you? Not really. You know, little innocent things every once in a while. Like, I'll go downstairs, I can't find her, and come to find out she's running around the house hiding from me.
Okay. Kat's hiding from you?
How could she hide from you?
You know what I'm saying?
She's
It's like an
like-
elephant trying to hide behind an oak tree. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work.
Wait, by the way,
But
she's
it's
hiding because
very
she's like crying.
strange. She's
crying
running
in the bathroom.
Kat's not fucking running anywhere. That's crazy. But she's hiding from him? Like, are you an abusive monster? Like, are you beating Catherine? Like, what's going on? It's like a very strange thing to say, that your wife hides from you.
He's like, Kat, I found you. And she's like, like, she's just crying. And you're like, was that a game? Or is that just like, she's actually sad? You know?
I'll be like, oh, God. You know, innocent little silly things like that.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
But
Oh my God, here it is. This is crazy.
The push.
So this is Phil. Phil was so desperate that he's actually got down on his hands and knees onto the floor to do his push-ups. But you can clearly fucking see their knee push-ups.
Yeah, look.
Look at his form. Like, look at this shit. Look at his back. Is
He's
like
obviously arched
like
because his
fucking
knees.
Yeah, bro. He's like a fucking slinky. Like his posture.
But he wishes he was me so bad, bro.
Look at this
That's
shit.
knees.
It's so
You can see, right? Well, I know it's hard to even explain here, but like, you could see the weightlessness on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Such a
Like,
joke,
look
bro.
at his shoulder.
What he's really doing here is presenting his
I
anus.
see the weightlessness. There's supposed to be always tension, right? Only until the very top, but there's weightlessness the entire way.
What's crazy, Andy, is even though he's doing girl push-ups, he's still struggling.
Yeah. Like there's like,
and this is allegedly Phil in the best shape of his life. Like
fucking. Buddy.
Well,
buddy, you can
and then
see.
he just thought. So he managed to crop out what 11 knee push-ups.
That's like the
before
best
he
you could.
maxed out. And
Crazy.
failed.
There was no weight. There was no power behind the push-up.
Do with the setup here, and how did it look? I couldn't see it at all. Did it look
It was
all right?
terrible, Phil. Like I
It
can't.
looked
Like
horrible.
he couldn't. All he had to do was bring himself fully into frame. Maybe 10 years from now, he'll finally get fully into frame for a push-up. Who
Buddy,
knows?
This guy.
We're making progress step by step on this push-up cope. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Well, he was talking about how over 15 years you begged for your audience's money. Literally never, ever asked for contributions until my trolls ruined my YouTube channel and made it so I couldn't make a living on ad revenue.
Hey,
All the way up through
you
that,
really
when they
think
got me those
that your trolls ruined your YouTube channel, or did you ruin your YouTube channel by not adapting to the times, being a sensitive bitch, lashing out at trolls constantly, battling with the detractors, spotlight? Like, what are you thinking, Phil? Ultimately, at the end of the day, you have to take some level of responsibility for the things that happen in your life. He acts as though he was Mr. Rogers, like the nicest, friendliest person in the world, so amazing and positive and full of wonder and light and happiness and joy. And then these evil bastard trolls came by and saw something pure and innocent. Like, I must destroy it. I must troll Philip Burnell. And he's like, I'm like the most poor victim, and they destroyed my way to make a living. So I had no other choice but to beg and cry. And it's like, no, man, you could have done a million other things than fucking digitally panhandle for over a fucking decade, man. Like, seriously. Like, nobody can make you do fucking anything. Even if there's a gun to your fucking head, there's always the choice to just get shot. But Phil's, no, bro, there's nothing else I could have done. They forced me to act this way. And it's not just asking for support. Asking for support is one thing. It's his horrible, shitty, entitled attitude, talking down to his audience. It's him reveling in his ignorance. Phil is one of these people who is proud to not know things. So, for instance, when Asmon Gold was streaming about the Jeffrey Epstein files, Phil shit on the idea of even knowing who Jeffrey Epstein is and called him, what was it, William Epstein? And reveled in that he was ignorant and that it's stupid for other people to know the things that go on in the world. People who, I said Henry, he said Henry Epstein instead of Jeffrey Epstein. And it's like, this is a fucked mentality to have, to not only be ignorant, but to not only have no desire to improve, but to actually celebrate your own ignorance as though it's an accomplishment to remain unlearned. It's fucking twisted, man.
Yeah.
And this guy wants the whole world to bend over and kiss his ass. He's owed a living by the entire world for being a lazy fucking low effort, low level fucking bum who knows nothing and is bad at games, but because he's been there for 18 years, he needs $300, $3,000 a day, $10,000 a day. He's entitled to it because he's an ignorant Philistine. This is him. And that's why people fucking hate him. It's not because he begs. It honestly has very little to do with that. It's that he's just so fucking loathsome and repulsive to any human being with any sort of decency or standards at all.
Yeah, you're right. It's not about the beg. People always go, oh, begging, begging, begging. It's about the reaction to the audience while begging and the entitlement. Yeah.
It's false copyright strike.
I think the begging is funny.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like whatever.
Honestly,
like that.
But
not like I'm like, oh, he's begging. Who cares? But it's when he goes like,
it's the entitlement and the resentment,
you okay?
And the jealousy. And it's also the way Phil views things. So anybody more successful than Phil is a sellout, a grifter, a piece of shit. They're immoral. But anyone less successful than Phil is a no-life loser fucking bum. Like, that's just such a fucking twisted way to view the world. The only correct way to live life, according to Phil, is exactly how Phil is living. And anyone living any different or on any different quality of life than him is fucked, in his opinion.
Which ruined my channel and made it so that I couldn't make a living on ads anymore. That's when I had to start asking for crowd support. Before then, I never did. And that's a fucking fact. And you can go back and you can watch documentaries that talk about it. Go watch the fucking June the King documentary that literally shows that there was a year where all my views tanked because false copyright strikes.
It's so funny, by the way.
None of this is true. And the thing is, whenever Phil tells one of these stories from the past, never believe him. Even if what he was saying is true, there's about a 99 to 100% chance it's not true. That he's twisted it in some way to try and omit something or whatever. Like, it's never actually true. Phil will always lie and always twist things to make himself look better and other people look worse. There is no truth in him. He is at war with the truth.
By the way, we got here Peril Callahan for a rage quit, saying I used to be 600 pounds and worked 5 days a week, 40 to 50 hours. Congratulations, Phil. Exactly. Thank you so much. And Scottish Lacey M, did you read that one already? Hey, I love your show from Glasgow.
Sappho,
I should wear my glasses before I read anything.
Well, I mean, the Scottish aren't the best speller. I mean, the Scottish person there might have got into a bit of whiskey or something. I don't know. I mean, although I guess it's like 9 a.m. there, so who the fuck knows?
Affected my channel, kicked me out of the YouTube algorithm.
Oh, wait, you see how he's bitching like this? He bitches all the time, obviously. Even when he makes money this week, he's still bitching. He complains all day.
I couldn't make a living just on ad revenue anymore, and I had to change my model. I literally never intended to be an internet live streamer. I wanted to do on-demand videos. I had to change my model to survive because people fucked with me. So when you complain, oh, I hate that Phil asks for money, then you shouldn't have fucked with my livelihood.
Or, Phil, you could have got a job. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could have got a job and continued it as a hobby and streamed on the weekend and, you know, made a certain amount of money. Like, I don't know, man. There are always other options in life, right? The idea that there was no other choice but to pursue the path that you did is a fucking lunacy, Philip. And you know it. You know it's bullshit.
I never had to until people did. Now you deal with the repercussions. You don't like the current Phil that asks for contributions? You made the monster. You're Dr. Frankenstein.
Okay.
Now you gotta live with the monster you created, bitches. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad, because you don't have a time machine to go back in time and...
I don't even
know. So first of all, he's admitting to being a monster, which is like galaxy
True.
brain. And then he's blaming his actions that he has 100% control over on other people. Instead of taking any amount of responsibility. No, it's you who did this. You made me like this. No, Phil, you made yourself like this. You made these decisions. Stop acting like this. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's crazy.
Yeah.
And change what you already did. Tough shit. All right.
All right. we got here.
That was
tax
his
headroom.
M. Bison jacket was $150. Okay.
There we go.
Here we have. Oh, this is him. He ends up in a voice chat on Halloween.
Oh
the
no!
last one of this campaign? I don't know. We got a couple of tips. We got a couple of super chats and things to shout out and add to the leaderboard. I just haven't had a chance.
Cat is
No,
fat.
no.
Picked up explosive ammunition. How'd I do that?
Hey Phil, beg more.
Look.
Oh, apparently there's voice chat in this.
You're not even tipsy.
Apparently.
Come on, beg more, buddy.
Yeah, who is that? This Kohi guy?
Shout out to ALT, shout out to Raw Phil.
Shout out to Raw Phil. Just felt it. Just bricked clean.
Raw Phil's chat is the best, dude. I have so much fun in there. I have so much fun in there, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know how to do voice chat in this. I had no idea there even was voice chat in this.
I love how it's like with Raw Phil's chat. I'm in there on an alt, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's such a community, like there. Everyone's like, patting each other on the back. Like, let's felt Phil today, guys. You ready?
Let's get him.
Is everyone
you guys ready to clock in for your shift of felting Phil?
I love it.
You know, I fucking get my coffee going. You know, I get my breakfast. I'm like, all right, it's time to felt Phil today.
Me and you too, when we're filming with Croc.
Oh,
we're just like, what time is it? Oh, Phil's on. Turn on Raw Phil.
As we're filming the movie, we're listening to it for inspiration. Like, yeah. Write that down. What he just said, that's brilliant. Let's put it in.
Oh my god. All right, here we go.
All right, what do we got? Oh, this is just retarded.
Can you hear the turkey this year? Let's find out. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
You can barely
hear the
hear it. A seriously special needs shit.
He's a fucking tard, dude.
Look at how happy he is. That's like actually like how amused he is. He's like fucking retarded, man. The self-felts, man.
Oh my god.
Look at that. And that's how we're gonna close out tonight's episode of the show. That's Phil, bro.
until the next part of the arc.
Until next time, chat. Look at
this
that.
This is not real.
That's real.
From
that
what
is
day?
Actually
from what day?
Completely unedited. That's like some point in the middle of November, man. That's amazing, dude.
And by the way, we're gonna go into the whole like next parts of the arc on Phil. Do you know what was really just rattling? When he thinks he made it, and he comes in on Pokemon, remember? And he's like, and he's like whistling. I was whistling. You can't. But the way he's whistling after he made his coffee, he's like da 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 ba ba. Like he's like spinning around like this, and he's just like, Phil.